Hello, Sos again.
Hello, Grace.
This time we're in the Four Seasons Hotel in Hampshire. Terribly smart.
We're on location.
We're on location. We've never done that before. Oh, actually, we did. We did one in Waterstones once, didn't we?
That's right, where we had to whisper.
We had to whisper, but
Yes.
we don't have to whisper now.
No.
Anyhow, it's the most amazing place, set in 500 acres, and I'll put a link about it underneath and on the website. But I was just thinking it might be quite fun if we just were sort of getting a bit of a what we did last week sort of.
Yes, what did you get up to last week?
Well, I went to see A Bigger Splash.
Oh, tell me about that.
Now, that's Tilda Swinton and a very funny Ralph Fiennes, and it's set in Greece, and it's really...
Beautiful.
It is
Yeah,
beautiful.
location.
And it's about relationships, and Tilda Swinton is absolutely amazing. In fact, all the cast are amazing, and there's a bit of a shock in it, and I'm not going to go into the plot detail,
But
but
you
I
recommend
think
it?
I would recommend it. It's definitely
Unlike what I went to see.
Oh, what did you go see?
I went to see Hail Caesar.
Yeah. Oh, my husband won't go.
No,
I
well,
was quite keen because
well,
it's the Coen brothers.
my husband really wanted to see it, but actually he was in New York and I went with friends, so he was envious. But I went to sleep in the first half an hour, but woke up. It's very funny in so much as seeing George Clooney play a comedic part is
because he's very wooden in it, isn't he?
Yeah, it's
intentionally.
It's
no aspersions on his acting.
It's taking the Mickey out of Hollywood as it was back in the day, and the big studios, and it's got some funny parts, but a whole film, no. Having said that, talking funny, I went to see Michael McIntyre.
I love. Who doesn't love Michael?
Well,
McIntyre?
he's doing these 3 nights at the Duchess Theatre in London on a Monday night, and to try out new stuff because
So
he's
it's quite intimate.
yes.
Atmosphere.
Oh, it is a very small theatre.
Because he can fill the O2 or something.
I
can't
know, exactly. And he was very funny because the second row, there were 6 empty seats, and he came on, and it's just like you're in the sitting room with him talking to him, and he looked and he went, I can't believe this. I can't even fill this teeny theatre, and I'm meant to be an arena act. Oh, it was very funny.
I love that observational comedy because everyone can relate to it.
And now when you do things that, like the man drawer, every time I open my husband's man drawer, I think of Michael McIntyre. But he does this one about hotel bedside lamps, where you go up the neck and you're fiddling for something to twist or something to click or whatever, and it doesn't work, and then you go down the whole thing, and then you go along the wire, going along the wire, feeding along the wire to the plug to see. And he said, or taps now, whether they're sensitive, so you're doing all of this. And he had us in hysterics because somebody in the audience said, talking about what he'd been up to recently, somebody said, you've been to Oslo, and he was like amazed that anyone knew. But
that's social media.
But he was saying that in Oslo he went into the bathroom in this hotel which was very minimalist, there was nothing, and he couldn't get the taps to go on, and he was doing all of this and the shake, and he said eventually he found maintenance who came along and looked at him and looked at the taps and just turned them on. Like normal. But haven't we all been there?
He's great.
The best. And he had 3 other comedians with him who I can't remember their names, but they were all very, very good.
There's a lot of good stand-ups around.
Exactly. So he's obviously supporting and nurturing new talent, but still, I just think there's something about Michael McIntyre. He doesn't have a go at anyone.
No swearing.
No. Well, there was a little bit in
this.
Well,
not much. But not like
much.
Some of them.
No, but I think the moment he walks onto the stage, his whole posture, his walk, his hair, he makes me...
Well, I'll tell you about somebody else that walked on the stage and caused a bit of a stir, because I said to my husband, I've always wanted to go to TED Talks, it's a non-profit organisation, and they get these people who excel in their particular industries. They could be a scientist or a creative person, whatever, to come and give a talk, and it can't be more than 18 minutes. And
they're broadcasts,
yeah,
aren't they,
like the opera and
exactly.
theatre. And we went to one of the broadcasts, and the first person that came out was this 10-year-old Indian girl. I mean, oh my gosh, so eloquent, talking about how every child deserves an education and obviously to be well fed and so on. Things that we all know deep down, but she was really bringing it to the fore and making.
Can you imagine 10 years old and being able to
speak?
It was
fantastic. There was a
I've
chap
heard
talking
a lot
about.
Of people say.
There was a chap talking about genomes. That was also fascinating. And it was a really good evening.
And can't you get some of the talks now on YouTube?
Yes, so I'm going to put a link to that because, in fact, if you go on the TED website, I think there's thousands of these talks, and they're not too highbrow or anything like that.
Did they have
they're
the
very down to
script writer, the Hollywood scriptwriter who's done all those wonderful TV series? She's done Madam Secretary, I think.
Yes, in fact, she
Shona
was
Shona Rhimes, I think.
Yes. I don't know I can't remember her name, but yes, she was one of the talkers. And then they had this chap who, at the end, who was this dancer, and he had a mic and he was talking. It was sort of quite poetic what he was saying, but it turned. I mean, he was amazing as he talked and danced, and. He was telling these stories using the same sort of 21 movements. But then at the end, you understand that he's 64 years old. I mean, this guy, he just looked amazing. And the quality of the people that give these TED Talks or performances, it's just
worth
outstanding.
Watching.
Definitely worth watching, and I'll definitely put a link to that.
And just something just quickly, we're both wearing new spring collection Windsor, aren't we?
We are.
In your lovely navy and off-white.
Navy and cream, and it's a long sleeve jersey.
Yes,
quite fine. It's sort of a spring, because it's cold still, but the sun is out. And I just thought it was really fun, and I love navy and white or navy and cream together. And then your one is cream.
Yes, and I wanted it because I wanted to wear it under. I've got the blazer, the Lauren blazer from Windsor, and so I thought this would be lovely under it. I love this sleeve length. I'm really.
Yes,
it's
and it's a sleeve length that actually hugs your arm, so it's very flattering.
Yeah, exactly.
Not, some massive.
But this is silk on the front and a fine wool.
Kind of a fine merino.
Wool,
I don't know if it's merino, but it looks like fine merino.
Lovely.
Wool.
Very
Really
comfortable
nice.
to wear. Lovely little extra pieces to add to your wardrobe. Anyway, that's a little bit from us this week and what we've been up to. We'll speak to you soon.
Bye.